Mr. Durkins.
Mr. Salim.
Oh, man. The breakfast place saga continues.
I love that like every other episode starts with us talking about our breakfast.
So we went to that new place that we found that replaced the first one that sucked.
Well, they didn't pay their rent. And also they sucked. It was not good. It was bad.
But the second one was pretty good.
The second one was good.
So we met there this morning.
Yeah. All excited. Same thing. Marched up to the door.
Yeah.
Yanked on the door.
Locked.
No moving. Not because I got evicted like the last place. No. We were just early.
It's a holiday today, so very, very early for us.
But the sign said they open every day at 9, which we told Jessie on our way in. She's just like, what breakfast place opens at 9?
I know. That's weird.
That's weird.
So the owner, I think the owner of someone who works there, was like, "Oh, are you guys trying to get in?" So yeah. So
she popped out of her car. She goes, "We open in 45 minutes. Will it be the two of you?"
Like,
and you should have seen your face.
I was like, yeah, but
not here. She's standing in a parking lot for 45 minutes.
So we ended up at the famous reliable Denny's.
Good old Denny's.
Yeah, the 24/7 place.
Good old Denny's, man.
Can't go wrong.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh no, it can go wrong real fast.
But in our case,
historically speaking, yeah.
Yeah, but in our case, today was pretty good.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. So
yeah, okay. Take the win, man. Take the win.
So Steve, what do you want to talk about today?
So one of the, I think I said it once in an episode, and I don't know when or how it came up, but at some point this sentence was said that mixing to me is a bit like golf, where you never like win, right? Like you just get better or worse depending on the day and your mood. And
it's the game that you can't
win.
Keep losing at, but you still keep doing it.
So that to me became a bit of a I don't know, like, man, that's like mixing. Like you never arrive. I know what this came from. This came from when we were talking a couple weeks ago about somebody had made some comment about the professional.
Yes.
And it was like, oh, you're not a professional or whatever. And that one of the thoughts I had in that while I was talking was, who is a professional? Like at what point do you arrive
at destination?
At the destination of mixing. So that's it. So, and then the golf thing pops in my head. So that's it. In my head, I guess the conversation is like, if we kind of break apart the process of mixing, which we've done, but not maybe into clear pieces. For example, you build, for us, we start with a template.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start there.
Sure.
How much has your template changed?
It changes constantly.
In the past X months.
There's always a tweak.
Last night, I was tearing apart my template.
Tearing apart or just like adding something to it?
I was tearing it apart.
Wow. Okay. That's a big move.
Yeah. It was scary.
Okay.
It's scary. And then you say versions. I'm always like, because you're like, what if this doesn't work?
Yeah.
So you look at like my template folder, it's just got like dates and versions and the version with UAD. And then I was going on a trip, so it's without UAD. And like, so that was last night was I was getting into the template and I want to make it laptop portable for the Europe trip. We're going on in a few weeks.
Okay.
And so, all the insert hardware stuff. So then I'm trying to replicate those chains using things that aren't UAD because I don't want to drag a UAD thing along.
No, we don't want that.
In this little European hotel thing. So anyway, so that was it. So I was calling it the laptop template.
Cool.
For that date. So anyway, so how many times have you... Are you once a year?
No,
or is it small?
More than that. Like sometimes it's small, sometimes it's bigger. Like when I kind of implemented the soft tube console one, I had to like customize my template for this unit, which I did. I still kept the other one rolling, but I have like this version, So if I decide to work entirely on the console one, I can work my console one template. So yeah, and the regular one, or like even this one, if I need to, sometimes I'm gonna get like new reverbs or stuff I want to implement into the template that I'm starting to use more and more. Then I'm gonna just add it up to my existing template, save it as another name, and just like start to work with this one. And that's gonna be my latest one, But I rarely go back like with last year's template and stuff.
Never.
Like rarely,
Never.
you know. So yeah, I always keep with the last one, and that's it. And that's the one I go to. So
Yep.
yeah, and sometimes it's just routing stuff with drums. You know, we
Correct.
talked about that on a couple of
Correct.
episodes ago. You know, and yeah, sometimes I'm trying new types of just new approaches when it comes to routing, and if that works, I'm going to keep it on my just customize a new template.
Yep.
And that's it. You know.
Yeah, one of mine is that I just realized we're both wearing blue. And this is nice.
Yeah, but mine is better.
Obviously, your everything is better.
Of course.
But we always wear black.
Yes.
And then we both decided not to wear black today, apparently.
Aside from
Maybe it's for
Our caps.
Denny's. Maybe it's for Denny's.
oh,
We wanted to color it up for Denny's.
There you
I don't
go.
know. I'm sorry. I zoned out for a second. Yeah, a big one for me is that I will just keep tweaking something during a project and really like it. So then I'll go in and clean everything out and make
Yeah.
that the template.
Yeah.
I'll do that sometimes
Exactly,
too, where
yes.
I'm like, I must always have this.
totally.
So the template will never arrive. If that's kind of step one of a mix,
Yeah.
there's never a perfect template.
No, exactly. And on top of that, you know, talking about not having the perfect template, sometimes it's a song that I base myself on the template, I mix the song, and I did something cool on that song. And the next one, instead of loading the template or just load the template, except that I'm going to import the tracks from that project that I just worked on, only for a few things. And just like
I do that too.
bring in the mix. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I remember what I
Yeah.
did for that guitar, or
Yes.
those drums, or those vocal reverbs and delays. You know
Absolutely.
what? Oh man.
Or I'll
Okay, I'm
steal
just gonna-
those snare samples.
That's it.
Just bring in the snare sample tracks
That's
because that
it.
was a great sounding
You know?
snare.
So sometimes stuff are going to come from my existing template, but sometimes from an actual mix that I worked on.
And then a lot of times that becomes the new template
yeah,
then.
exactly.
Like I can't live without this. Accident.
Point made. That
Yes. Yep.
there's never a perfect
Never.
template. It always evolves.
Do you find on that, to that point, do you find that do you get annoyed with your templates? Sometimes I get annoyed with my templates. Sometimes
Okay.
I'll start working and I'm like, who did this? Like I'll pull a bass in and like, this is the worst choice of everything. Or so sometimes out of frustration, I'll just delete and just build a new thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like golf, I guess. You get frustrated.
But what is the main stuff that you change in a template? Is it more like the architecture of the template itself, or more plugins? Okay.
Plugins. They
'Cause-
sounded great on this, and now they sound horrible on this.
So it's not like all the routing and stuff.
No,
and- yeah.
that just is.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. Like the bass is still purple, always. Always. Purple.
Yeah, mine is always
Pink.
dark pink. Not pink.
You
dark
can't just
pink.
add dark and make it a better pink.
Better than nothing for a bass player.
Take the win. Take the win. You got to mention.
it and go.
You got to mention. So template never arrives. What would be next? Plugins themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The plugins evolve within themselves. So
Yes.
So FabFilter version this one, then 2 comes out. And you're like, I must have 2.
Yeah.
I must do the $29 upgrade.
Yeah.
So now I need a version 2. Seems the same to me, but take my $29 because it has a 2, right? So
I did that last night for
Yeah.
Fab Filter, the reverb.
yeah,
You
R2.
know, we're still
I did
on
R-
the
I
the
did
first
R2 a
version.
few weeks ago.
And then, so, okay, you know what? Like $47 for the upgrade.
R2
It's like
does sound good.
50% off or something like that.
Yeah.
Might as well do it.
Yep, R2 does sound good. So they themselves evolve, but my choices in them evolve also.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have templates where I'm just like leaning hard on FabFilter.
Yeah.
Like that Q4 is just on everything for a minute. And then I'm like, oh man, but this is neat now. Or I try something, or you tell me about something, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's another one where plugins are, you're never going to find the perfect
Exactly.
reverb plugin.
No.
There's no perfect
You're
reverb
going to try
plugin.
stuff. You're going to, there's going to be like the new flavor of the day.
Yeah.
You try it out. You like it. You start working with it,
And there's some way you forget about it.
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Where I'll open an old template, I'm like, I completely forgot about this product.
Yeah.
Like, this was my favorite thing, and I didn't even install it on the new computer or whatever. So plugins, you never arrive. What else? What else fits into this journey we're on?
Oh, I think,
Like, what else is just evolving constantly in your mixing?
the way you listen.
Listening is huge.
Yeah. The way you listen.
Huge.
I don't listen the same way that I used to like 5 years ago even, and especially 20 years ago or 15 years ago. And probably next year I'm gonna listen to things differently than I do now. So now listening is a huge thing, you know.
Is it because an evolution in that I realized in the last bit, I haven't quantified the thought out loud, so I'm going to do it. If I do it bad, I'm sorry. But what I like to listen to has changed.
That too.
So if I'm mixing a country thing, I used to listen to this type of country thing as a reference, and now I've shifted to this because I relate to this sound better.
Yeah.
And it was the sound from 3 years ago versus 1 year ago or 5 years ago.
Sure.
You find these little, and it's usually just something shuffling. The Spotify thing is shuffling, and I'm like, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
In the house, and I just take a little note, and then I'll listen to it and reference it, and that becomes my new anchor point.
Yeah, exactly.
So how you listen and what you listen to, even in your free time.
Yes.
Like when I'm just driving
Especially
around,
in your free time.
I'm listening to different stuff this week than I was a year ago this week.
Totally. There's also, I guess, the approach you take on mixing. You know, I guess when I started like more than 20 years ago, the first years I was focusing a lot on the technical part, technical side of mixing. But there's also the musical side of mixing, you know, and this, I think that part comes a bit more over time and evolves over time also. You know, where do you put your attention the most on when mixing? That part can change and can evolve.
Like for example,
I think we talked about that before, that the best mixes are not necessarily the best songs that moves us.
Yep.
You know, so sometimes it's more about the song than the quality of the mix.
That's what it was. Yeah. Some of our favorite albums aren't the most well mixed.
Exactly.
Albums,
Yeah.
But there's some other thing.
So I think over time, something that can be implemented is to look at a mix. Yes, on the technical side, but also how can more musical I can bring the mix at to get more feel out of it, more emotion out of it. It's, you know, and this is something that never ends. This is something that you never reach the destination.
It's the ability to bring the mix to the song.
Yes.
As opposed to when I started, I was bringing the song to my mix.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense.
I like that.
That makes sense.
The way you said it makes way more sense than all the 5-minute rambling that I just
did.
But
you're still learning English.
There's that. There's that.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you, man.
And your beard looks nice.
There you go. Parallel, man. Parallel.
Parallel. You don't see me doing this stuff in French. I'll make fun of you when I start doing stuff in French. Then we'll be good. When I start my French YouTube channel.
I love it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that.
Me neither. It's going to be amazing. My next life. So it's the ability to interpret grows.
Yeah.
And you never arrive.
No.
Because it's a moving target.
It is.
And the more you learn, the more you realize you will never learn.
And I'm not saying that you get to arrive somewhere on the technical side. I don't think you don't either.
Correct.
You know? But yeah, you know, there's okay. You probably did the exercise of listening to some old mixes of yours, like go back 10, 15 years ago, and there's probably stuff that's okay. Yeah, I improved on that.
Yeah.
But that was actually pretty good. I didn't know what I was doing.
There's stuff I couldn't do again.
But the emotion on that part was awesome.
Yes.
Very hard to replicate.
Yes.
And due to the fact that I was probably didn't even know what I was doing.
Totally just making it up as I go. Using the wrong thing, plugged into the wrong thing.
and
it just made this neat sound.
Yeah.
That made me feel nice.
Yeah.
So that is a combination of learning and doing.
Yes.
Some of this, because the technical side of mixing, like you can now meter to perfection. You can mix with meters now, right? Like you can let AI mix to technical perfection on your behalf.
Yes.
But what is it doing to the song?
Is it going to give you a musical result?
Yeah. Is it going to make me feel funny emotionally?
I like the feeling funny thing.
Yeah.
You know?
It's neat to feel funny.
Like when I listen to music,
Yeah.
I listen to how I feel more than how it sounds like funny enough.
Right. And we had the conversation a couple weeks ago, but do you arrive, okay, so now I've technically mixed this thing to perfection and the radio loves it and it's the number one song everywhere and people go, this sounds banging in the club and you're amazing. Have you arrived at something? Like, are there points along the way where you're like, oh, I've arrived at this next rest stop or this next,
Maybe
or is it just a constant climb up a hill? Like if you have the number one, if you mix the top 5 songs, Chris Salim mixes, and you're the only thing on Spotify for 10 minutes, and do you go, okay, I've landed somewhere? Or do you just go, bye-bye, and you keep...
That's a good question. No, I think it's an evolution.
Yeah.
I think it's like you just keep going. Because never know. Maybe the next one after is going to be a fail. Maybe the next is going to be a drawback.
Let's say you're only as good as your your last mix.
Exactly. And then it's like, okay, you thought you got to somewhere, you got to a certain point, but then the next thing you know, on your next mix, you're kind of going backwards.
And it's so even from a listening exercise, you listen to last year's number one.
Yes.
And you're like, ooh, that was so last year.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Stuff sounds so much better this year.
Exactly.
Everything in the top 10 sonically. So yeah, if you stop, you just get run over by everybody behind you. Zooming.
So the question is mainly, like golf, is the goal reaching the final destination, or is to more enjoying the process and the journey?
I think it depends on the person. For me, I love the journey. Like, I love the journey. But there are people who are just like, you could see them in forums where they're just like, oh, I figured it out. Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like this my plug-in chain is the best and yours sucks. Right? Like these are people that aren't enjoying the journey.
No.
I'm like, my plug-in chain always sucks. Tell me more. Right? Like
exactly.
And so yeah, there are people that
for me the journey is fascinating.
Like people that get angry when they golf.
Yes.
They're throwing their clubs in the pond.
Yes. I laugh when I golf.
Yeah, well you have
because I'm bad at golfing.
I am so bad, dude. Like I'm a left-handed brown guy from California. Like I did not grow up golfing. Like you can't afford it.
Okay.
You can't afford it, first of all.
Yeah.
You know the land value of a golf course in California?
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's like $1,000 a minute to golf. I'm left-handed.
You're left-handed.
So I get the lefty rentals. So it's always like, hey, Earl,
okay,
go get the lefty clubs.
Because I'm right-handed, but except when I hit like with a baseball bat or golf.
Maybe this is why you suck. Maybe this isn't true and you just think it's true.
I tried the other way, it didn't work.
You were just as bad. But it's always like the lefty rental comes out and it's like this, like the clubs are like, they come out in the bag and I was just like, good luck. It's like whatever clubs are left over.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and so I just never got good.
I'm the same. Like, I love playing golf, but I don't play. I have a kit.
Yeah.
That's as close as I can get, to golfing.
Yeah.
But no, I do enjoy golfing when I can. It's been years. But I remember when I used to go a bit more often with friends, I was still very bad.
Yeah.
And there was a guy I spoke to at some point. I was like sharing with him. Oh, yeah, I went to golf with my buddies. Like, oh, you golf? Yeah, so. Oh, you should come with us. We're going golfing Monday.
Oh, boy.
With 2 friends of mine. So, okay, might as well go. So that day came, and these guys were like golfers.
No, that's a whole different thing.
Like golfers.
Those are different people.
Right-handed.
Different people. Skilled.
And I was the first one to drive at hole number 1.
Oh, no.
Okay, my first shot topped the ball, so it just fell off the tee.
Just dribbled.
Maybe a couple of inches off my foot.
Oh.
And then they're like, okay, do one more. So, all right.
Everybody's just staring at it.
And then it went sideways. It's like, I told myself, this is going to be a long day.
Wouldn't you love to have been in their head when that happened?
Big time. And now that like you're not doing a par 3 9-hole run. It's a freaking 18-hole.
Yeah.
The big thing.
They're committed.
And man, it was terrible. They never called me back.
No, that was your last time golfing with them?
Last time golfing.
Your last time talking to them? Real golfers. Actually. Man, real golfers are a thing.
Yes, they are.
Like they're amazing. The house, we were in the city before we moved to the country. The next door neighbor, right next door, Michael, golfed. He golfs 360 days a year, maybe, literally. And every morning, he retired young. He has a Porsche convertible, and his license plate is golf cart.
No way.
GLF CRT. And every morning he pulls out of the thing with his club sticking out the back. We wave out the front window and he like off to golf.
No way.
Every day. And then when the weather turns here, he has a place in Palm Springs.
Of course.
So he drives there. So he loses like 2 days while he's driving down and then carries on. And I'm like, how'd you do? And he's like, it was awful. Like every time he'd come home, I'd be like, how'd you do? He's like, I'm terrible. Like it's to our point, right?
That's crazy.
Do you ever go back like the day after a mix and listen to it and just go, I'm awful?
Of course.
I do this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, who mixed this?
Definitely.
Garbage. Like whoever this is should quit. Right? Like it's a weird thing. It's like a bad day golfing.
And that happens a lot the more you like the
more
more you
you
work on
know.
the same song. You
Yeah.
know, you're at version 53.
Well, I was gonna say the more you know.
You know, or the more you know.
Yeah, the worse my
more you
mixes
know.
get.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what I'm hearing now.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, version 53.
And then you go back to version 2 and it's the best.
It's the best.
You know, because you didn't overthink things. I think sometimes my best mixes were not intentional.
It's like the best songs.
Are not intentional.
I'm not trying to write a hit.
No.
This song just came to me while I was mowing the lawn.
It just happened.
And this is my hit.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
hear it all the time. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So does golf work that way though? Like you're like, I don't feel great. I don't really want to be here and I hit my best game. Like, is there something to that?
Yeah, or you just don't care, and
You just don't
this is where
care.
you're at your best. You know?
And you're in front of your friends and you're trying really hard and you're just shanking balls into the woods. I mean, that's my skill. I just yell 4 and then just hit it as hard as I can. I yell 4 before I hit it. It's just, I learned this as a way to save time.
I love it. We should go golfing
We
together,
should
man.
go golfing.
That would be cool. I love that. But yeah, so what? Like, okay, you're at this point now. So what do you aim for? If there's no final destination, what do you aim for?
Good question. Good question. I think mine is I just kind of want to feel funny emotionally from something in there. And it comes from weird places. Sometimes, and I don't know if I'm alone in this. Please tell me I'm not alone in this. I feel funny saying this out loud in public. But I'll listen to a mix that I've done and I'll be like, that guitar tone in the second verse gave me chills. Like I feel emotion from that.
Yeah.
Or the one little bass thing that I stole from the verse and added it to the pickup to the bridge when nothing else was happening or whatever. The right reverb, like when the bridge gets really soft and you just put that other reverb in for 4 bars, that makes me feel. So it's not the most expected places. Like, oh, the thing fit the lyric and she's singing about her sad thing and I felt sad. Sometimes I feel happy during the sad song because something was this bit of daylight at that right moment or those kind of things. So it's somewhere in there I just want to feel funny. Like I contributed something to what was trying to be achieved from my little chair alone in the room at night.
So this is when you see that you're evolving.
Yes, I think so.
So the goal is always to evolve.
Yeah.
Because I agree. Like golf, we can't reach perfection, but we can aim to get there.
Yeah.
Even if we know we never will.
Always evolving.
You know? So that's why enjoying the process is so important. The journey is important.
I watch guys do live sound, and there's the guys that, you go in to visit a church or a school auditorium or a big concert venue or whatever, and there's the sound guys that do the sound check, the show starts, and you can see them like watching they're jamming to the, and then there's the guys that never stop moving the entire show.
Yeah.
They're moving and tweaking and changing, and I want to be that guy always. Right? Like it's never there. Like, oh man, I missed the band. That's a thing. And you're always tweaking the bass for 3 hours of concert. You're like, that freaking bass has been killing me since the first song. And I don't know why. And I'm going to get it for tomorrow night. And I'm going to come in tomorrow when nobody's in here and try to figure it out.
Yeah.
That guy. I like that guy. I want to be that with it. Just always never like, oh, that's great. I listen to my mixes and I hate them usually because I still want to mix them.
Yeah.
Like it's released on Spotify and I'm like, I want to change the thing.
Yeah.
Why did I do that?
Does it happen that you have a mix that you listen to on Spotify and you're like, I love that mix?
Usually if there's enough time.
Yeah.
If it's been a year, I can go back and I don't remember what I fought with.
Exactly.
A lot of times if it's too soon, I'm like, I still hate that hi-hat.
Yes.
After a year, I'm like, drums sound good.
Yeah.
I forget that
Yes.
one thing for that 2 hours caused me trauma.
Yeah. But it's a good feeling when you go back in time, like a few years back, and then you listen to an older mix, and it's like, oh, that was a good mix.
Mine is usually, I've heard worse. That's it.
I think like I have maybe a couple, like that I really like, and even then I would probably change a thing.
Yeah.
There's one thing I would change, but still, in general, it's like
I've heard worse.
good feel. I've heard worse.
AJ went to camp yesterday. He left for camp, and we were laughing. He's a couple hours away out in the Alberta woods, and I was like, man, remember, if you see a bear, I said, you don't have to be the fastest runner, just don't be the slowest. It took him a minute. He was thinking. He's like, oh, you could see the light bulb moment.
You know what?
When he caught it. And
that analogy can be
and I'm just
used with mixing.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with that. I've heard worse.
Exactly. Make sure you're not the worst guy.
Yeah, I've heard worse.
No, I think mixing is a nice journey. I think we want to reach that point where we're professional sounding, whatever.
Yeah.
But we just forget about the journey. And a lot of times by aiming too hard or just trying to reach that famous made it point, you overthink stuff when mixing, and it slows you down more than anything else, I believe.
Because we have to remember it's art.
It is.
It's not science.
And a lot of stuff are subjective.
It's art.
Because it's art.
It's art. That's a good spot to end.
Perfect place to end. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying the journey, or you're still aiming to go to the perfection?
Or have you arrived?
Or have you arrived? You want to know if you arrived?
I bet there's one person that's like, I got this. I nailed this. I want to meet that person.
I definitely.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
For sure.
I'm going to buy you dinner.
Let us know. We'll buy you breakfast.
Oh, yeah. Denny's.
There you go. And at the same time, while you're at it, help us out. Support this podcast. The simple way to do it, leave comments, questions, but especially subscribe to the YouTube channel.
That's the move.
And leave a good rating on other podcast platforms if you're listening to on Spotify or Apple Podcast and so on.
Help us on our journey.
Oh, yeah. Talking about the journey. We're still not reaching perfection.
No.
But we're enjoying the journey.
But we're close.
Yeah, I think we're getting there.
It's the blue shirts. Question time?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this one is... you sent me this from your recording course.
Oh, yes. Because I thought it would be a good one too.
When recording a guitar cab with a mic, how loud should the cabinet be? For example, I have an English iron ball amp head going into a Hughes Kettner amp cab, SM57, couple of the mic choices, Apollo Twin. Am I just shooting for the same levels, or do I need to play at get the bad word out of the room volume? How loud should this sucker be? It is a great question.
It is a great question, yeah.
Especially when you've got gear like this.
Yes.
Like legit guitar gear.
Yeah.
Like there's boutique stuff.
Yeah.
There's lots of pedals and Sims and then a cabinet, or there's just like I'm plugged my guitar and it just goes grrrk when I plug it in. How loud should that one be? As
loud as it needs to sound good, to get the character out of the amp, of the cabinet, It doesn't, I don't think it has to do with the amount of volume it projects. I think it's a matter of finding the sweet spot. Some amps are going to sound good at low level. Some amps will sound good at high level. So I think, try to know your amp and figure out just play in front of it. Just put it in front of the amp and try different volumes.
That's what I was going to say.
And just
play it, decide in the room.
And check it out. Okay, it sounds good at that level. Put a mic on. It's probably going to sound pretty good.
And it's somewhat song dependent too.
Mm-hmm.
That same thing might be different for song 2 than it was for song 1.
Yeah. Well, let's say we're looking at a rock song.
Yeah.
But
this rock song is different than that one.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you want to drive this harder into that. And sometimes you want to drive the speaker harder with that. Sometimes
but again, it's all about the tone.
And so that's it. So forget the mics. If it visually helps, move the mics away and sit on the floor cross-legged and play your instrument.
Get the sound, get the tone.
And when you feel the thing happen,
mm-hmm.
that's the spot. Yeah. And then go a little farther. And if the thing goes away, go back to where the thing was.
Because sometimes when it's too loud, it's going to bring back that thing that you were
Yeah.
aiming for.
Yeah.
That sounded great, and now you're destroying it.
Yes. So yeah,
So,
go a little far, try
it's-
stuff.
yeah.
And another one that I'll do a lot when we're setting up for a session is writing the stuff down. So as we're playing with stuff, I'll be like, okay, cab this, head this pedal there. We're pushing this much out to the, and so we'll doodle that down. And we'll go that we like that. So it's almost like choosing a plug-in
Yeah,
preset.
exactly.
We'll
Yeah.
write a bunch down, and then as we go through the session over the next days, we'll recall those.
We had little stickers.
Yeah, little stickers are
in the
great
studio
too.
Sometimes. We know that, like,
Yep.
for this orange amp,
Yes.
like the sweet spot
Yeah.
at that level
Yeah.
for this type of guitar, and but just like the point is like louder is not the better.
Louder is not better.
It's all about
unless
the tone.
it's better.
Unless it's better.
Sometimes it's better.
But sometimes it's not better.
Sometimes it's not better.
Sometimes it's worse,
Sometimes it's worse.
but better sometimes.
Sometimes it depends on where you are and what you're doing. if you're in your friend's bathroom
Might be worse.
after too much Denny's, louder's not always better.
Yeah, and the rest, once you have the tone, you put the mic on, readjust with the preamp level, and there you go. This is how you can stage your stuff afterwards.
And then listen again, because sometimes the mic tells a slightly different story.
There's that.
Sometimes.
Yep.
And then you have to decide, are you fixing the mic or fixing the tone?
Or the position of the mic.
Correct. That's yeah, you're fixing the mic or fixing the tone, and now you're down that rabbit hole, and that's a whole episode.
Totally. And then, do you have the right mic?
This is part of the never-ending journey. You will never find the perfect guitar tone,
Talking about the journey.
like golf.
It's like golf, man.
Guitar tones are like golf.
Everything is like golf.
Everything's like life. Life is like golf.
Marriage is like golf.
Oh God.